Hi, my name is Capabella, and I'm here for Leo's weekly reading. We have a solar eclipse today, so we're going to get a little bit into that and see what is your theme for this week. So let's start with the regular tarot. Maybe you're listening to a lot of old school hip hop. I'm hearing LL Cool J on some really like Queens, New York Queens, if you're from New York, like really on some old school 90s hip hop. Okay. All right. So what do we have for Leo at this time? I'm feeling a real calm energy. What's the theme for Leo for this week? Okay. Ooh, you getting money, Leo? You getting money? All right, and you keeping it all to yourself. Okay, so that's good. You're saving your money, okay? You're making a lot of money, and you're doing a lot of soul searching at the same time. Maybe you're not spending a lot like how you used to. Maybe you're saving for a huge purchase in the future, but you're being very wise about it this time. Instead of, because you know you make a lot of money, you can spend whatever you want whenever you want, but right now it's time for you to save your money. What we have for the Queen of Pentacles for Leo for their theme this week? Yeah, you're being logical. Maybe you spent too much money in the past because you made so much money and you looked at back at your finances. Maybe with your accountant, I feel like you have an accountant. Your accountant told you to get your ish together. Or somebody that you deem as like an accountant that can help you. It could be yourself, but I feel like you have also some help here to recover from your finances. Maybe you made a miscalculation in the past, and that's why you're doing it the right way and being logical. Okay, good job, Leo. So let's see. What is the Four of Pentacles for Leo? Maybe you're starting a new business, something that you want to start. Maybe it's a new goal or a new creative endeavor that you're doing all by yourself. So you want to make sure that your finances is aligned because you might have to leave a job in order to start this. So you just want to make sure that your finances probably cover the job that you're leaving, like the salary, in order to make sure you stay afloat for the next couple of years, probably for the next 10 years before you start this new business. All right. So what's the Hermit for Leo? These cards are just coming out, okay? Mm, this is not like you, Leo. Maybe you're doing some soul searching because you probably were very, mm, it's crazy, self-doubt. I don't feel like Leos, this is not very Leo-like, okay? Or maybe it was other people that had doubts in this new beginning that you want to start. Maybe you were spending too much that like now that you look at your balances and stuff and you're having a little bit more self-doubt and you didn't have enough awareness of how much you were spending. Now that you do, something about it is giving like you had some type of fight about this. Maybe the people around you was telling you you was spending too much money, or like you don't know how to save your money. It's giving like, or you don't want to give your money to anybody. It's giving that you want to keep your money to yourself and save it. As to before, you was like giving your money out, just being a real generous person. I'm hearing that I'm talking to a divine masculine at this time. And now like everybody wants to fight you for money, fight for your money. Is weird. I don't know. But that's probably why you're doing like the soul searching, because you're keeping it all to yourself at this time because you are manifesting something new and you need to keep this away from everybody. Don't tell nobody about this, whatever you're manifesting, okay, Leo? So let's get into what you are releasing for this solar eclipse, because the solar eclipse is today, okay? So what is Leo releasing this week for the solar eclipse? What are they releasing? Anything that no longer serves them? Want to shuffle? What is Leo releasing at this time that no longer serves them? I'm like been really like speech impediment these days. Maybe because it's been a while that I haven't been on camera that I'm feeling a little like, I don't know, not nervous, but just not used to it at this time, okay? So learn to be consistent, Leo. So yeah, make sure you're being consistent and saving your money and stuff. So what you're releasing at this time is tension, okay? It says stressed out, migraines, and worries. I feel like you had enough. I don't know if you guys can see it, like the light is glaring. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, you're releasing all this tension, stressing out, and you're cutting ties, freedom, standing up, and waking up. That's not what it say, Leo. It says freedom, standing up, and awaken. I told you, I'm like, I'm not here today. But that's the beauty about, being on camera, right? Like, I'd rather have people see all my flaws and all, instead of thinking I'm all prepped and polished. Maybe that's how you feel these days. I don't know, but yeah. So you're cutting ties from people. Yeah, maybe it was like 4 or 5 people that you're cutting ties from. I feel like you had enough. Maybe you were arguing with these people about your money and it was stressing you out. Maybe you were taking care of these people and you are no longer taking care of them or financially can't because you have to get your finances in order. So let's see what you're manifesting after this release, okay? What are you manifesting, Leo? What is Leo manifesting at this time? Okay. Yeah, because it's definitely a new moon today as well. Manifesting thrills. Okay. Continuous cycle, bad decisions, and addictions. Okay. Boundaries. Disrespectful, enough is enough. Defend yourself. So maybe you're manifesting boundaries from all these things that no longer serve you or people that are like this that no longer serve you. Okay. So yeah, you're manifesting boundaries against these things that used to turn you on, I'm hearing. Okay. I mean, that's a great thing, Leo. You can't keep bad habits and bad decisions keep making your way into your life because it's not going to get you too far, right? No matter how much money you have, I'm hearing. So we're going to get into your prosperity and career oracle. Okay. Let me connect with spirit. 'Cause I feel like I'm like all over the place during your reading. It's crazy. Maybe that's how you feel. Like you felt stressed out about this. Your mind was fogged, no clarity, and you're finally like looking deep within, maybe meditating at this time to get some clarity. I'm hearing Russell Simmons. You know how he used to meditate, not the rest of the stuff, but you know how he used to meditate, and he's a huge CEO. You might be a huge CEO, but he used to meditate because he used to get so freaking angry. I wonder what sign Russell Simmons is. We'll check later. Is it Russell Simmons? That's his name? Yeah, it is. I'm thinking of the workout guy too. Something Simmons, the one that just recently passed away. But I'm talking about Russell Simmons from Def Jam, okay? Let's just yeah, old school hip hop. Anyway, so your finances is healing at this time. All right, I'm gonna give you guys three. So it says healing. Okay, your finances are healing quickly. Continue to do what's best, and you will soon see great results. You have gained the energy that you need. Okay, so you know what to do now, Leo. Maybe before, like I said, you made some miscalculations, so that's what was holding you back. So now we have enterprise. It's time to get into business. You might be a CEO soon. You are ready to take challenge and be your own boss. Your experience is enough to create your enterprise. I'm laughing because like, come on. I'm that bitch. Did I not just say you might be some type of CEO, Russell Simmons type of Okay. So it says composure. Your calmness is necessary in the situation. Things might be beyond your control, but you have to control over yourself. Relax, rejuvenate, and renew. So that is also giving that hermit card, very Virgo like, where you're keeping to yourself, soul searching and meditating, praying. Maybe you need to stay by yourself at this time to have some more mental and emotional clarity for yourselves. Okay. And that way you can start being that big bad boss. Okay. So let's see what we have for your love oracle this week for Leo. What we have for Leo in their love life. This is Romance Angels Oracle for anybody who is interested in getting a deck. He might be recovering from a cold. What we have for Leo? Ooh, okay. So it says engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right. And then it says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. That's so nice, Leo. That's so cute. All right, let's see what we have for confessions of a soulmate for you. Maybe this person of interest wants to say to you, or what you want to say to them. You already know. I'm hearing you already know what you want to say to them, what they got to say to you, though. That's what you really want to know. That's what I'm hearing, Leo. So let's see what they have to say to you. Ooh, maybe they have to say a lot. Okay. Hearing slippery. You might be having an SEX or want to have SEX with them. I got this in your last reading, like you was really on some type of freaky deaky freaky frog stuff. But I'm hearing like they're like slippery for you, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know what they gotta say. We're not getting into this today. We only got about 10 minutes, and I think I already passed it. What we have for Leo, okay? One more. Too much. I'll take it though. All right. So I'll take it. It says strive. I have grown up since our last encounter. I have been working on myself to be the better person whom you can be proud of. Okay? Maybe this person looks like this. All right, my world. Everything revolves around you. I keep you in mind. I keep you in mind when I am making decisions and include you in all my plans, every action, every dream. I love doing life with you. You mean so much to me. Without you, I feel like nothing. Maybe you are in a relationship at this time, Leo. You know exactly who this is. And they love you. I'm gonna just give you that. They absolutely adore you and love you, okay? Now it says illusions. Remember that separation is an illusion. We are always together. We are drawn together by faith. Trust your intuition. I am working hard behind the scenes to heal and reach out to you soon. Stay strong for me. I am coming back home. Maybe this is an ex of yours, which is crazy because you had released your ex at the bottom of this deck of the Romance Angels. Okay, so maybe this is an ex, but illusions. I don't know. Maybe you feel like that's not true how they feel. Maybe you feel like they're full of BS. I don't know. But it says, I am sorry for my silence. I just needed a break and now I don't know how to reach out to you again. I am afraid you won't let me back. I know it's been a long time since we haven't spoken, but trust me, my love, I missed you so much during this time. I am finding my way back to you soon. I'm feeling like a divine feminine is like really delulu about this relationship. Or maybe you were delulu about how this person is. Maybe you were daydreaming about them and how life can be with them and the relationship can be with them, but now like you have the clarity like it was all in my head. You know, just because I'm a certain way doesn't mean everybody else is like that too, and I think you're realizing that at this time. Okay? So, we're going to get into what spirit has to say to you for this week. Anything that you need to know, any advice, or your spirit guides. What does spirit have to say to Leo at this time? Any advice that they need to know for this week? Ooh, okay. All right. So maybe at this time you're gonna have like some type of family meeting about somebody being sick. Um, yeah, maybe your family, and maybe you're gonna tell your family that you're moving, probably somewhere far away for your career, and they're not gonna be too happy about it, right? Because it's gonna be like very far from the family. Because you have family room, you have bad health, change, and pathway. But this is probably like to make your career and your new life that you want, your next phase in life to happen within the next 2 years. I feel like they're not going to be happy about it. Not that they're not going to support it, but they don't want you to move so far. They don't understand why you have to move so far, start a whole new life. Yeah, you're going somewhere where it's like a lot of trees, forests, a lot of parks, maybe a lot of hills. Yeah, you're about to let your family know. Or your family, like I said, is about to let you know that, I'm hearing critical condition. I pray that it's not something like that, but it could possibly be something like that as well. That maybe you have to, I'm hearing, travel across crunch country to move forward. Maybe either to help them or move forward, from the situation. Like it's like something that you still have to go in a sense. You still have to make this move. Okay? So I hope that is some clarity, some advice for you a little bit on whatever your situation is. But please don't take what doesn't resonate, okay? Only take what do. And then here is your final messages, Leo. Are you a little like frazzled? Like, I don't know. I feel like you this week has been total like stressor for you. Like totally a huge stress for you to the point where it was like messing up your thoughts and your emotions. Basically, like your mind was moving quicker than what you had to say, like how you had to say it. Okay, maybe people took that wrong, and that's what caused arguments. All right, so what's the final messages we have for Leo at this time? Dang. What else we have for Leo at this time? That was too many. Let me get one by one, please. Thank you. I'll put this one back in. Let's try again. I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lot of edits. A lot of edits. Oh my gosh. I'm just all over the place today, but it's been a while since I've been on camera. Maybe that's how you're feeling. Maybe you were stressed out this week and like maybe whatever you do online, I'm hearing is like it feels very foreign to you at this time because you haven't been on it for like a week or a month or whatever, and you're trying to get back to your regular program, right? After all of these changes. So let's see what we have for Leo this week. It says reconsider your options. Start a business, Mr. CEO, Mrs. CEO, date night, third party. You once again have illusions again. Somebody's being very delulu and family member. Okay, so that goes back into the last reading we have. So yeah, maybe you're starting your business and that's why you're very isolated at this time to have some mental clarity, right? You could be dating at this time, separating from somebody, getting a new date. Mm-hmm. Maybe you found out about a third party and that's why you're no longer with that person that loves you because you feel like it was all an illusions. Like whatever I'm hearing like whatever they're saying to you, you feel like it's a bunch of BS. Or you're saying they're full of BS. Maybe they need some ballerina tea. That's what I've been doing for spring detox. Okay, maybe you all need some type of detox right now. And maybe that's what you're going through. You're maybe probably doing like a purging of people. You're probably purging people out of your life at this time, and make sure you check on your family members at this time or your family member will reach out to you. So that's all I have for you today for this week, Leo. Let me know if this resonates and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.